Mr. Tracy was not in his office. We left him a note, and when we went back, he wrote us a polite note that we had come and telling us that there was going to be a road going through and what those flags were. So we knew that we had to do something about it. I didn't know exactly what to do, but I come from a family of people that did things. I was the only one that didn't do things. And I knew that my family, my heritage, demanded that I do something. At the time, it was called the Department of Public Works. And in the state, it was similar to the Army Corps of Engineers. They had loads of money, loads of power. And I had no idea they were as important as they were. So I did write some of these letters, and I wrote what was called the Department of Conservation, I think, at the time. It had no money, no power, no nothing. They said, write the governor, write this and this, and then you write a letter, you say, we disapprove of this, there is this little bird there, and all, and they write back, and they say, thank you so much, we're so pleased when the public does react with what we're doing. Yes. So, what have you got to say? They've said, thank you, we'll take it in. And you know very well they're not going to take it into consideration. They've already made their plans. But finally, they said, would you like it if we sent an engineer down to see you? And we said we would. So we arranged to meet him at the swamp, right where the flags were. And down we went. We'd gone all summer with this correspondence back and forth, and down he comes, and my really considerate, lovely friend, so respectfully and so politely, said to him, now you see, what we thought would be nice would be if you would build the highway on the railroad track right next instead of right. He flew off the handle and said, lady, I didn't come all the way down here to hear what you want us to do. I came down here to tell you what we're going to do, and we're going to build that highway right where you see those flags. Well, I don't know. I just totally lost it. I felt this heat rush through my body, and I stamped my feet, and I said, I never heard of anything so stupid in my whole life. I said, here you have a very good highway proven with the railroad track, and you want to build your road right across a swamp. Everybody knows you never build a highway roadbed across a swamp. Dead silence. He looks up to the sky. I don't know where he thought he was going to get help. He didn't know I had help from up there. He said, suddenly, everyone's an engineer. He turned and left us, and we knew we had lost our chance. I had lost it by losing my temper that way. The following spring, we went to see what had happened. You know, was our rail back? Were they digging stuff up before the rail would get there? We went back, and the bulldozers were there ahead of us. And I said, you know, but the funny thing is, they're not down by the swamp. And I called it a swamp. And I think I'll go see what he has to say. So I wandered down, and he stopped. He was so very gentlemanly and so polite. And I said to him, he said, may I help you? And I said, well, I just wondered what you were doing. Well, he said, Route 17 is going to go through here, and we're building the roadbed. So I said, but where are you building it? Where are you going to go with it? Are you going? Well, he said, right up here, and he pointed to the railroad track. I said, you mean you're going to use the railroad track and not the swamp? And he looked at me so kindly, so sweet a guy, and he said, lady, nobody ever builds a highway across a swamp. So we knew we had won. But the only reason I'm happy to tell this story is that I want people to know that now more than ever, any ordinary person with no experience can say something and have a voice in things that are happening